Instead, let's reduce the 311 million Americans to just a representative 100 people. Make it simple. Here they are: teachers, coaches, firefighters, construction workers, engineers, doctors, lawyers, some investment bankers, a CEO, maybe a celebrity or two. Now let's line them up according to their wealth. Poorest people on the left, wealthiest on the right, just a steady row of folks based on their net worth. We'll color code them like we did before based on which 20% quintile they fall into. Now let's reduce the total wealth of the United States, which was roughly $54 trillion in 2009, to this symbolic pile of cash. And let's distribute it among our 100 Americans. Well, here's socialism, all the wealth of the country distributed equally. We all know that won't work. We need to encourage people to work and work hard to achieve that good old American dream and keep our country moving forward. So, here's that ideal we asked everyone about. Something like this curve. This isn't too bad. We've got some incentive, as the wealthiest folks are now about 10 to 20 times better off than the poorest Americans. But hey, even the poor folks aren't actually poor, since the poverty line has stayed almost entirely off the chart. We have a super healthy middle class with a smooth transition into wealth. And yes, Republicans and Democrats alike chose this curve. 9 out of 10 people, 92%, said this was a nice, ideal distribution of America's wealth. But let's move on. This is what people think America's wealth distribution actually looks like. Not as equitable, clearly, but for me, even this still looks pretty great. Yes, the poorest 20 to 30% are starting to suffer quite a lot compared to the ideal, and the middle class is certainly struggling more than they were, while the rich and wealthy are making roughly 100 times that of the poorest Americans, and about 10 times that of the still healthy middle class. Sadly, this isn't even close to the reality. Here is the actual distribution of wealth in America. The poorest Americans don't even register. They're down to pocket change. And the middle class is barely distinguishable from the poor. In fact, even the rich between the top 10 and 20 percentile are worse off. Only the top 10% are better off. And how much better off? So much better off that the top 2 to 5% are actually off the chart at this scale. And the top 1%, this guy, well, his stack of money stretches 10 times higher than we can show. Here's his stack of cash, restacked, all by itself. This is the top 1% we've been hearing so much about. So much green in his pockets that I have to give him a whole new column of his own, because he won't fit on my chart. 1% of America has 40% of all the nation's wealth. The bottom 80%, 8 out of every 10 people, or 80 out of these 100, only has 7% between them. And this has only gotten worse in the last 20 to 30 years. While the richest 1% take home almost a quarter of the national income today, in 1976 they took home only 9%, meaning their share of income has nearly tripled in the last 30 years. The top 1% own half the country's stocks, bonds, and mutual funds. The bottom 50% of Americans own only 0.5% of these investments, which means they aren't investing. They're just scraping by. I'm sure many of these wealthy people have worked very hard for their money, but do you really believe that the CEO is working 380 times harder than his average employee? Not his lowest paid employee, not the janitor, but the average earner in his company. The average worker needs to work more than a month to earn what the CEO makes in 1 hour. We certainly don't have to go all the way to socialism to find something that is fair for hardworking Americans. We don't even have to achieve what most of us consider might be ideal. All we need to do is wake up and realize that the reality in this country is not at all what we think.
Trending on Today.com, if you hate your job, you're apparently not alone. So what percentage of people do you guys think say they are happy at work?
I'd say
unhappy.
50%.
60%.
70.
Bingo. 70% of people who are asked in this brand new study say they admitted they either hate their work or they feel completely uninspired on the job. The report from the folks at Gallup says...
A recent Gallup report shows that 70% of Americans either hate their job or disengaged from their work. Some say vacation time in America is unfair.
This country has the least amount of vacation time among almost all the developed countries in the developed world.
Compared to Europe, where it's even mandatory to get a month vacation.
Here, people sometimes get no vacation at all.
Listen to this figure. College students now owe $950 billion in student loans, and that's more than the entire credit card debt in this country.
Student loan debt in America has reached staggering new levels, nearly $1 trillion, higher than car loans and even more than credit card debt.
Is it worth the amount of time and energy and debt we're in?
New York City Mayor Michael Bloomberg is among those who bluntly say it's not.
Being a plumber actually for the average person probably would be a better deal because you don't spend 4 years spending $40,000, $50,000 tuition and no income.
More than 1,000 of you sent us your 3 words: graduates, drowning in debt, worried parents back in their old roles again. There was this graduate, nearly $25,000 in debt, just getting started, paying it off. This graduate, $78,000 in debt, will never end. And this young woman, $100,000 in debt, moved back home.
Right now what you're seeing is a slow bleed for the American family. You're seeing people that have had 2 incomes, now they're surviving on 1 income. They had a mortgage, they've lost that to foreclosure. They had 2 cars, now they're down to 1 car. So right now the squeeze is on, the slow bleed, and Americans are just trying to, they're trying to get food stamps. We don't have bread lines because 40 million plus Americans are on food stamps. The majority of Americans are understanding that this is not the recession that they've experienced in the past. This is the second Great Depression.
When I was 17, I read a quote that went something like, "If you live each day as if it was your last, someday you'll most certainly be right." It made an impression on me, and since then, for the past 33 years, I've looked in the mirror every morning and asked myself, if today were the last day of my life, would I want to do what I am about to do today?
You don't need to hear another list of statistics to know that our economy is in crisis because you live it every day. It's the worry you wake up with and the source of sleepless nights. It's the job you thought you'd retire from but now have lost. The business you built your dreams upon that's now hanging by a thread. The college acceptance letter your child had to put back in the envelope. The impact of this recession is real, and it is everywhere. But while our economy may be weakened and our confidence shaken, though we are living through difficult and uncertain times, tonight I want every American to know this: we will rebuild, we will recover, and the United States of America will emerge stronger than before.
Seems like most people go through life like they're asleep. They dream of living a life other than the one they are living, but those hopes and aspirations never become more than wishful thinking. Yet we all see people who are happier, healthier, and living their dreams. All the bad news in the world just doesn't seem to affect them. They've had an awakening. This is your invitation to wake up now and start living your dreams. How do people turn their dreams into reality? Well, part of it is knowing a secret that helps people like you and me live the lifestyle of our dreams. A secret about money. It's no secret that having money is really about whether you have more coming in than you do going out. Seems simple enough, but life often intervenes, and things outside our control start making it more difficult for the cash going in to keep up with the cash going out. Money has been tight for a lot of people over the past few years. You don't have to look too far to find someone who is struggling, and our money just doesn't seem to go as far as it used to. But even in troubled times, some people are still taking dream vacations, driving the cars they always wanted to, and spending their time living the good life. That's because Wake Up Now is showing people a better way to live. They are awakening to a world where instead of paying more, they pay less for just about everything they buy. And there's more. People everywhere are waking up to the notion that when they share this lifestyle, They can get paid when others travel, shop, and save. Wake Up Now makes it simple, easy, and fun to live the lifestyle you always wanted. Want to know how it works? Here's an example. One of the many benefits Wake Up Now subscribers enjoy is access to the Wake Up Now Vacation Club, a program that can sell for $12,500 or more, available as part of Wake Up Now. Have you ever wondered what it would be like to travel the world? Imagine taking your family to luxury resorts for those special vacations where you'll make memories that would last a lifetime. What would it be like to finally take your dream vacation? With the Wake Up Now Vacation Club, your dreams can become realities. The Wake Up Now Vacation Club is your personal travel agent with access to over 2 million weeks of timeshares, condos, hotels, and cruises, all available to you at a fraction of the normal cost. Traveling the world just became easy and affordable. How good are the deals? Let's take a look. Lake Louise in Banff, Alberta is one of the most popular destinations in Canada. With its incredible scenery and active wildlife, this is one place you don't want to miss. The Rocky Mountain Resort is one of the premium timeshares in Banff. It can be booked online for $1,159 for a 7-night stay. Through the Wake Up Now Vacation Club, you can book that same timeshare for just $149. That's an 88% discount. That's less than $22 a night. It doesn't matter how you look at it, that is an awesome deal. Let's say a relaxing trip to the beach is just what you need. With the Wake Up Now Vacation Club, you can book a stay at the most popular beaches in the world. From Mexico to Florida to South America to Hawaii, if you can dream it, you can book it. Check out this deal at the Kahana Falls Resort in luxurious Maui, Hawaii. Kahana Falls is just steps away from white sandy beaches. This week regularly runs $1,263. But with the Wake Up Now Vacation Club, your stay in Hawaii would cost you only $394. That's a 69% savings. Is a winter destination more your type? The Wake Up Now Vacation Club can get you on the mountain at all the top spots in the world. Whistler, British Columbia, Vail, Colorado, even the Alps. The best skiing in the world is at your fingertips. The Westgate Resort and Spa is one of the most sought-after locations in Park City, Utah, home to the Sundance Film Festival and some of the best skiing and fly fishing in the world. A 7-night stay runs $2,977 for a 2-bedroom luxury villa. You can get that same luxury villa for just $399 through the Wake Up Now Vacation Club. That's a savings of $2,578. For some people, these trips may seem like a dream, but with Wake Up Now, they are realities. Wake Up Now is the secret to seeing the world and doing it in style. Now that you will be traveling more, there's another secret you need to know. Wake Up Now subscribers are automatically small business owners. That means your personal vacations could become business travel, qualifying you to pay even less in taxes just for taking trips. Wake Up Now customers get access to TaxBot. This industry-leading software makes it a cinch to track your deductions, including an easy-to-use smartphone app with automatic GPS mileage tracking. Imagine easy deductions for every business-related thing you buy, every meal you eat, and every mile you drive. This one-touch system captures your expenses in real time. Say goodbye to hours of bookkeeping and lost receipts. Best of all your information is securely synced through the cloud. You can rest easy knowing that your tax information is safe with TaxBot. TaxBot takes care of the hassle of taxes so you can spend time on the things you want to, like growing your business or spending time with your family.
Are you living the hub life? Do you even know what the hub life is? Let me show you. You're gonna need some shoes. No. That's more like it. How about some cash back? More cash back. Yeah, let's get those. Hey, this is kind of fun. Let's find some more deals. Now that's a sweet deal. Share it. Share that one too. They'll thank you later. Need to go somewhere? Let's continue this on your phone. What is this, 2003? This is the phone you're looking for. Let's knock that down a bit. Better. Now you can shop whenever. Close call. We've got a lot of ground to cover here. Let's rent a car. No, not that car. That's the car. Looking good, hotshot. Time to pay taxes. You've probably been overpaying. Good thing you have TaxBot now. You could pay less. A lot less. With all that cash you saved, how about a vacation? Well, you're not staying there. Closer. Yeah, that's the place. I don't think so. That's more like it. If you're gonna stay here, you might as well learn the language. While you're at it, learn that one too. Impressive. Right here in the hub. Personal financial management software? Got it. Identity theft protection? Got that too. Free deals? Restaurant coupons? Of course we've got that.
Pay less for identity theft protection and PC system checkups. Things like mobile phone service, dining out, groceries, entertainment, local hangouts are all yours for less. There's prescription cards, office supplies, rental cards, and more. Wake Up Now is constantly adding corporate discounts and special buys into the product lineup. The best part is, when you share Wake Up Now with others, you could be making money every time they travel, shop, and learn the secret to a better life. And sharing is as easy as taking someone to lunch, reaching out to them on Facebook, or sending an email with a link to this video. Here's how you make money by sharing. Wake Up Now subscribers pay $100 per month for the full suite of products and services. But when you share Wake Up Now with 3 people, your subscription is free. That's right, just help 3 others wake up now to a better life, and as long as you have 3 active, yours is free forever. Wake Up Now is about helping others. When you help your 3 share with 3 others and get their subscription for free, you'll earn $600. This isn't a one-time payment. You'll earn $600 every month. And it just gets better from there. As you continue sharing the Wake Up Now secret and help others do the same, you make more and more money. You can earn $2,000, $4,000, $6,000, $10,000 per month or more. As people join the awakening and, more importantly, live better lives, the benefits flow back to you. Imagine having a job you can never lose. Imagine never worrying about where the money is coming from to pay those bills. Imagine being free to spend more time with your family and having the security that comes from that extra income every month. Not only will you have access to some incredible vacations, but you will finally have the time to take a vacation every year, or every month. With abundant internet, social media, and mobile communications tools, there's never been an easier time to share the things that excite you. There's never been a better time to wake up to a better life. There's never been a smarter time to jump in and start making a difference in your life. There has never been a greater need for people to shake off the world's troubles and wake up to a new way of living. There's never been a better time to join Wake Up Now. Come travel the world with us. Come change the world with us. Come join right now.
But former Denver Bronco player, so I mean, if you're lacking defense, just be careful.
Anyway, my name is Joe White, played for Denver Broncos, 8 years, first round draft choice, got with Wake Up Now, killing the business, got guys like him killing the business.
So what's your favorite part about Wake Up Now?
My favorite part about Wake Up Now is the leadership. Jason, Elrod.
What is your favorite part about Wake Up Now?
The vacations.
What's your favorite part about Wake Up Now?
Favorite part about Wake Up Now, $600 a month.
Woo! Favorite part about Wake Up Now?
Meeting the new people.
What's your favorite part about Wake Up Now?
Tax bar, easily my favorite part. Write off every business expense you can, and you'll never have to pay full price for anything again.
So Darren, how long did it take you to hit Founder 4?
Hit Founder 4 my first month. My second month, I skipped Founder 5, hit Founder 6, and ended up Founder 7 my third month. Hit it again my fourth month, but skipping ranks again this month, so stay tuned.
I was sleeping 9-10 months ago. I wasn't living life, I woke up, now it's a better life. Now I'm living the rest of my life with the people I want to live it with, traveling where I want, with who I want, when I want. It's a beautiful thing, guys. If you're not awake,